The well-known Moria Grace shelter in Katatura is apparently home to more than 80 children, although only 11 children were present when the media visited the shelter.
Your mother. My mother passed away.
And this is the woman that looks after them, 50-year-old Wilhelmina Afrikaner, who founded the orphanage and claims to come from an utterly poor background. She says she used to live on a rubbish dump on the outskirts of Windhoek, the very place where she pledged to God that she would henceforth take care of orphans.
It was difficult living in the rubbish dump. I had to wear clothing made from old newspapers. We had a baboon that bought us water in exchange for old bread. We also drank our own urine.
Her mother in Arnos, however, told a reporter that it's not true that her daughter lived so poorly and that Wilhelmina was in fact employed as a domestic worker in Windhoek. Afrikaner's story and appearance have convinced donors locally and overseas that she is credible, and so Moria Grace opened its doors in 1988 to provide food and shelter for needy children. Since then, money has continued to pour in, enough to start building a massive new orphanage that will be a 2-story high building. But recently questions have surfaced. Serious questions, such as, could this all be just a big show to get donors to dig even deeper into their pockets? Wilhelmina Afrikaner's own biological daughter, Natasha Karugas, claims that Moria Grace is a well-thought-out scam and that her mother sells donated items like fridges, clothing, shoes and handbags and then pockets the money.
He sent some items to Marienthal to my one cousin. I don't want to mention her name because I didn't discuss with her. So I know about her. And I was also there at her place where she gave me the handbag which I'm using right now. It's the people from Foshini donate some shoes and handbags and some clothing. And I also received shoes also from my cousin, which she received from my mother by selling.
Clothing, we sort it out and we take some normally to Rehoboth, some to Leonardsville to go and sell it there.
The News on One visited this farm close to Groothoop where daughter Natasha showed us storerooms filled with items donated for Moria Grace. So, is Wilhelmina keeping the fridges and other items on the farm until they can be put into the new building?
There are no stores on the farm, only houses. There are 3 houses on the farm.
When presenting her new half-constructed orphanage to the media, reporters were astonished. Only one small refrigerator in the kitchen and one simple stove. Could it be enough to provide meals for the more than 80 children she says she caters for? Instead of being used, on the farm are donated goods, modern stoves, freezers and fridges. And then this, both Natasha and the former Moria Grace employee claim that most of the children staying in the orphanage are in fact related to Wilhelmina Afrikaner.
Plus minus 80% of the kids are my mom's family because most of them are my mother's sister's kids and my auntie's kids and so on. So all of them, they are healthy, strong people. Like Martin is working, his son is there, which is called Dasip. Valencia is there in Aranos.
Even my son was there. And I was even there when I was working there. But my son had to lie. He was not supposed to tell people that I'm his mother. He was supposed to say that he is an orphan.
Wilhelmina denies the allegations. She says she takes children from the gutters and would only take kids from parents that neglect them in order to offer them a better life.
Most of the children that live here have parents that are HIV positive. I cannot allow children to grow up with parents that always drink and neglect them.
The former employee also claims that she was forced to forge signatures for non-existing employees who nevertheless earned salaries despite being ghosts.
Most of the people, they are not working there, but then I have to sign different signatures to say that these people received that money, and then she will just give to anybody who was working there for the day or two, and then she keep the rest.
Good old Wilhelmina, however, remains adamant. Natasha, she says, is a troubled child seeking attention.
She's involved with all the wrong things in life. She has been in jail. If it was not for me, she would not have been here. But she will always be my child, and she knows she can come back to me.
On the one side, this seems to be a very noble project. On the other side, there are allegations of fraudulent activities. I'm Witskutse reporting for News on One.